Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carlos Phoenix. We are on the iPhone Lounge today. Thank you for watching. I believe this is episode 4, and the apps that we're going to go over today are... Oh, did I even highlight any of them? We're going to go over Netflix. So you iPhone users, if you have the iPhone, in case you didn't know, you can actually watch Netflix on the iPhone. So I'm going to introduce that right now. We're going to move, first let me put up my iPhone. There you have it. That is the iPhone. I'm going to get myself out of the way. And here I have all my apps organized. And I'm going to hit Movies. And inside Movies, I have Netflix. Now, if you have an account already, Netflix basically would just load into your account once you log in the first time. And what you're going to do is let it load up. And it'll show you basically stuff that you've been watching. My daughter happens to be a very big Doctor Who fan. You can go over genres and see the entire listing of all the different type of movies that are available. And what's really cool is if you know movies that are available when you're home and checking out your Netflix from home, you can go into search and type out just about any movie. So I'm going to try and see if they have Ankh-Bak. Of course, I'd have to spell that correctly. Let's see, what other movie do they have? You know what? And I hope that's not too loud for you. So there's your Superman / Shazam. It's a cartoon animation. And you would hit play, or you can add it to an instant queue. It will start to play. And I do have it at an angle here. So sorry about that. And just to be fair, I'm not going to drive you crazy having this. I'm not going to drive you crazy having this be playing sideways the whole time. So. So as you can tell, with the Retina display, you get really good clarity. And sometimes, you're just waiting at the dentist's office, or you're, maybe taking a long trip on the road, and you're camping in the middle of the woods, and you still have reception. Hey, check out a cartoon, a movie. Lots of cool uses for this. So that's one. Now let's get out of this. And of course, you can go into genres. You can kind of review what you've been watching already. And it's just great. I mean, it's a very simple interface, very clean video. And if you have good reception, you should be able to do good and have plenty of films to watch. Even if you're just maybe sitting in the bathroom and just wanted to catch something really quick. Yes, I said it. So then here's something I had an instant queue. The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. It's an Asian movie. I believe it's from either Korea. And that was a lot of fun to watch. So that's Netflix. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, especially if you already know what you're looking at. So the second app is a little bit more in-depth. Has a lot more features and stuff that I think would be fun to watch. A lot of people put down the iPhone because it doesn't play Flash, and there's tons of websites that still have Flash, and so of course Apple has put down a stand that Flash eats up battery life, and it also uses a lot of processing power, maybe makes the phone heat up a little bit. And I'm sure Adobe, who makes Flash, disagrees, and there's a whole conflict in that argument. But anyway, right now there's no way of watching Flash till this browser came out. So this browser is called Skyfire, and basically it works like a regular browser. You can surf the web, you can do all the normal things you can do with Safari, which is also built in, but it has some extra features in it. So I'm going to go back to the home page. Let me step out of this. Let's just close a bunch of these screens up, and it's going to go to the home screen, which is basically the mobile version of Skyfire. Now I'm going to use their featured sites to kind of test out how this looks. So I'm going to go to the Colbert Nation website, and you have the ability to selecting here, choosing whether you want it to load as an iPhone, as a mobile browser, or as a desktop browser. And what it does is it'll talk to the website, and it'll choose either mobile or the standard browser setting of the web page. Now, on the Colbert Nation, you'll notice over here, it already found a video on the website. Now, that video is probably right there, and you'll normally get an error that says you don't have Flash, you need to download the latest version of Flash. iPhone doesn't have Flash, it can't have Flash, and so on, so you're not going to worry about that. But if you press play here, it's actually going to basically convert that Flash video into an MPEG-4 file, which then streams right into the browser, and you get to watch that episode or that video that you wanted to see. And before we get blown away by some volume, oops, sorry about that. I'm going to try and make sure that the volume isn't all that high.
Tonight, I take on the filthy, greedy unions and earn a decent wage while doing it. Thanks, Apstra. Then Wisconsin.
Now it is kind of looking like it's skipping here. Under normal circumstances, oh, there you go. That's much more real time, and that's more the correct way that it's going to play.
Just in time. We need those troops in Wisconsin. I'm a man of very few words.
And it's awesome. I mean, you can see a majority of Flash video on any web page. Oops, sorry about that again. I'm just all over the place here. You go to any web page that has Flash, and a majority of that Flash is going to play. Now, it's not going to play Flash games. It's not going to play Flash awkward content. It's strictly focused on Flash video. And as long as it's using the basic standards of today, it should be able to convert it to the MPEG-4 format using an HTML5 kind of shell and so on. But that's one of the biggest features of this browser. Now, another thing you'll be able to do is you see this little squiggly line. That's what they call the Explorer. And what that's going to do is basically allow you to see search terms that are built into the web page of Colbert, and you'll be able to go into a variety of different pages that are linked to it, from tweets to Facebook. People talking about Colbert, videos, photographs, trends that might include the word Colbert Report, and tweets that are happening and talking about the Colbert Report. It's really in depth. It's pretty cool, because if you just want to do a quick research or skim through the topic of that webpage, this is a very fast way of doing that. So let me go back. Built in also is this little plus sign, which then allows you to share that video or that page through your Facebook or your Twitter, email, and so on. And then you can just publish, which is very, very handy. Another nice feature, if I can get into it, is your privacy browsing. So let's say you don't want to keep track of everything you've been looking at you can turn on that and it will not keep anything in the history. Very nice feature if you do banking or anything like that. Very nice feature to have. You don't want people to be able to backtrack and maybe try to get in there and get any details of what you've been surfing through. So those are the two apps. You can have multiple windows open. You can open a new one, type in the web page you want to go to, and you just go to it. Just to kind of show you another. Let's hit NASCAR, see what they got. And you'll see this little timer right there at the bottom. It's basically analyzing the page to see if there's any HTML video that they can show you already. And right now it's kind of dim, which means it may not have found anything, but the page is still loading, so give it some time. You can bookmark. You can basically look at quick views. Quick views is basically if you're in your if you're in your Facebook, it's going to open up the Facebook browser, and you basically have a quick peek as to what's going on your Facebook without necessarily having to type in your facebook.com and log in and all that stuff. You log in once, it stores it, and then you can just take a peek of what's going on your Facebook. So it didn't find anything there. Let's try one more, and then we are done with the show. Let's see what it found on this page. And it doesn't have to be the home page. You can go deep into the links, all links and pages. You can zoom in like you would on any browser on the iPhone. Let's hit this one here, which it's basically looks like it's a actual video. And you'll see the little error there that says you need flash, but you don't. You just hit the little icon there, press play, and you get to watch that video. You'll see the interface. It's almost like you have a camera facing somebody's browser, and you'll see the player and everything. But once it's transformed and converted, it takes about 20 seconds total. You'll be able to watch the video.
My girlfriend works at a hospital, which is kind of cool because she comes home with all these crazy stories about things that are wrong with people. Like, there's something called alien hand syndrome. And what it is, if there's something wrong with your brain, you get this arm that goes all willy-nilly, right? And it has no control, like you don't know what it's doing. Like, so it'll pick up a mic stand or say hello, and you're like, you don't know, right? So I saw on YouTube they had a documentary about it, and they're trying to show the plight.
There I go again. Just knocking into everything. Well, all right. Well, that kind of concludes the show. And let me just pause that. Let's switch out so that you can see me again. Now, keep in mind, guys, let me just kind of be frank here. I have been putting this little studio together for some time. And it's a very basic studio. It's to do these type of shows, these episodes. I want to be able to interview people through Skype and live here at my little studio, and little technical things that you'll find me doing. These are the first episodes, so forgive me. It's going to be a little while before I get everything mastered. I'll have some producers helping me produce the show, but basically, simply put, I'm just doing this on my own. There's no catch. I don't have a team of people. This is not a huge company, conglomerate type of thing that's doing this. And you can probably tell. But I'm trying, and I want to improve the show over time. In the meantime, I hope you're enjoying these episodes. And I do have a sponsor. Thank you once again, The Art of Tees, theartoftees.com. These guys produce T-shirts, custom T-shirts. You design it. Their slogan is, "You're the artist, wear the canvas." And they basically do the best reproductions of your artwork, your album covers, basically, even if it's just a corporate shirt. They do embroidery, they do rhinestones, they do specialty inks. They'll do your private label. So give them a try, give them a call. Theartoftees.com's website, obviously it's theartoftees.com, and they even have tools on the website so that you can actually design it, upload your graphics, lay it out on a t-shirt. They have over 67 t-shirts to choose from. And that's not even including the stuff they have when you call them. So check them out. I do appreciate them, and I appreciate you. Thank you for watching.